Good morning, this is Sarah Bond. I'm here at the Haverford School to give you a little behind the scenes look at their first day of school tradition, where today kindergartners and seniors are paired up walking down the Hall of Virtues to get their school year started. And this morning I have with me a Haverford family, the Hoyts, who are going to tell us a little bit about their son's experience. This is going on year 13. What does it mean to be here this morning and watching this special event?
It's really emotional. Our son has been here since junior kindergarten, and when he was in kindergarten, he got paired up with the seniors and walked down the same Hall of Virtues, and it was very cute at that time to see him looking up at the seniors, and now he's one of the seniors.
So it's not just the physical changes, it's also just the maturity that we've watched change. And I think the Walk of Virtues captures all the kinds of things you see when a young boy becomes a young man, the maturity that it takes to live those virtues. And I think we've seen a lot of that lately, especially in the last few months, just how it's changed him. And I think he's gonna change a lot even this year, so we're excited.
So Haverford takes special pride in knowing boys and knowing how to give boys what they need. Can you give me an example of throughout his years here how you've seen him flourish because he was in an all-boys environment?
An all-boy environment. Well, I went to Haverford too, so I believe you can flourish in an all-boy environment. No, I think what it allows is it allows for a certain kind of brotherhood, a special kind of bond that occurs between the boys that doesn't exist with girls present. And I think that the boys stay more focused on some things that they need to, like their academics and each other. And they get plenty of time for socializing, so
Yeah.
they're not losing out on anything.
No. And can you tell me about maybe one of his favorite teachers that he had here and what that meant to him?
I mean, there've been so many favorite teachers, going from teachers in the junior K and kindergarten who've since retired to the amazing heroes that guide them through the middle school years, and then going up to the upper school where they really focus on scholarship, and they are dedicated. And looking at the virtues as we're looking at the Hall of Virtues, just they all, each one of them, I don't even know if I could call one out specifically, because each one in their own way has inspired him and made him find parts of himself that I think maybe he wasn't sure existed some days, and dug deep and worked hard.
That's so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on this experience with us today.
Thank you.
So it's a special day at Haverford with all the parents lined up. And it's a beautiful day for the first day of school. We have a Haverford student here.
Yes, we do. Hi, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Jackson Overton Clark. Been here since junior K. Now I'm a senior. Can't really believe it, but it's my last year.
And this morning you were paired up with a kindergarten student.
Yeah, I could lie and say I remember that completely, that full day completely. I don't. I remember, the Walk of Virtues have always been a part of my life because I've been here for so long, but that first day, I don't think I really remember that. I know my friend was telling me a story about how on his first day, which was kindergarten, he had to take a 30-minute bus ride from Upper Darby to get here, and he was super scared, and having the seniors walk him in on the first day reassured him that everything was going to be okay. So I think this day is extremely important. It's got a whole legacy and a whole mentorship that Haverford tries to instill in all of us. So, yeah.
And what are you looking forward to most about your senior year?
Getting into college. I don't want to say I want to get out of here, but also I kind of do.
Yep.
I mean, I'm ready for a new challenge, ready for a new place. I mean, being in the same place for I feel like I've done not everything. I have one more year, but after this next year, I've done everything I can do here, and I want to go somewhere else and have a new challenge. But I mean, I'll certainly miss the teachers that have helped me throughout the way, my friends. Unless some of them end up at the same college as I do, then I guess I won't miss them. But
Can you tell us about a special teacher experience you had?
It's hard to choose one. I mean, I've started. It's been a while. I mean, Miss Thorburn, who's still here. When I see her in the hall, I remember she always used to tell us, when someone says, "How are you?" you say, "I'm well," instead of "I'm good." So every time I see her, I make sure I still say "I'm well," and she appreciates that. But she helped me, because when I was in lower school and middle school, I had a lot of trouble, a lot of stress and stuff like that. Too much for a kid that young, but she helped me. My 5th grade advisor and English teacher, Mr. Lignor, helped me. Middle school teachers, Miss Kettering, Mr. McConnon was a great English teacher. I really love English, but a teacher that's not even here anymore. There's so many teachers here that aren't here that helped me so much. And the past couple years in high school, Miss Turlish, Miss Lambour, my track coach even, Mr. Kalade. I mean, it's been a lot of great teachers here, and I get to have one more year with them, so I can't really complain about that.
Terrific. Well, and that's all we have for you as far as questions. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
and best of luck to you on your first day.
Thank you.
Take care. Okay, we're going to sign off now. Thanks so much for joining us.
Love is in the water. Love is in the air. Show me where to look. Tell me, will love be there? Teach me how to speak. Teach me how to share. Teach me where to go. Tell me, will love be there? And I am absolutely determined that love will be everywhere we are this year at the Haverford School. And I'm asking all of you to prove me right. You guys with me? You with me?